Hello everyone, I am going to make a presentation on safety requirement specification. This presentation topic will be on roles and responsibilities of various disciplines involved. The video is being taken on behalf of instrumentationtools.com and automationcommunity.com. Kindly watch and subscribe to the channel. SRS principle, we will just have a quick refresh of the SRS. There are about 12 sections in SRS that are to be filled out by various roles. The concept of SRS safety requirement specification is when a section is completed, the document is sent to the next concerned personnel to continue filling out the form until the complete SIF is specified and approved. For each SIF, there has to be one safety requirement specification form which is having 12 sections. So whenever one section is completed by the respective person, it has to be sent to the next person who has to review, update, and then complete the section, thereby passing on to the until the last section is completed, and finally it is getting approved by the respective authorized plant manager or safety system leader, whatever it is. There are many disciplines involved in developing this SRS. Below slides, we will look into the roles and responsibilities involved in the SRS. Here we will go through the roles and responsibilities, which may describe in referring to the different sections. Those are talked different steps. Those are talked in earlier presentations. So this is correlated with the complete SRS form. Operation representative and design engineer, like operation engineer, process engineer in the safety requirement specification form, whose name is mentioned or whose particular discipline or particular role is specified over there. His responsibility is finalizing the LOPA requirements for respective project, update LOPA process information into section 1 of SRS form, filling of the completed SRS form in plant documentation system library. They have three responsibilities: finalizing the LOPA requirements and putting it in the section 1, and finally it is after the complete form has to be put in the system library. And instrumentation design engineer, he has to update conceptual design information into section 2, 3 and 4 of SRS form, approving the conceptual design and sign off section 4 of SRS form, updating the final design information into section 5 and 6 of SRS form. These are the three different responsibilities that instrumentation design engineer has to follow. Instrumentation design engineer, he has to provide the required data for registering SIS instrument in MIS ERP system. MIS stands for Management Information System, Enterprise Resource Planning System, like SAP and other tools are there. That information should include tag number, instrument details, and proof testing frequency. These are the different informations to be entered over there. And next one is maintenance supervisor and maintenance foreman. They have to provide required details to maintenance stream coordinator for entering the SIS instrument, safety instrument system instrument, in testing plan in MIS ERP systems, resource required for testing, and maintenance tasks required for proof testing, expected duration of testing, and spare requirement. So each instrument testing may involve different roles. Some may require instrument technician, some may require instrument tube fitter to assist him. If there is any leaks, anything is found in the valve, they have to attend to it. Some may require electrical technician who has to work on the electrical relays in the switchgear if it is involving in the safety instrumented system, which comes under proof testing requirement. So they have to identify the required resources exactly, and the task, different role have different task, those has to be filled out, and the tentative duration, expected duration of the testing, and if there are any spares required to be replaced for the instrument which is being tested also has to be included. Next one is plant instrumentation engineer. He has to update conceptual design information into section 2, 3 and 4 of SRS form, updating the final design information into section 5 and 6 of SRS form, verify and confirm field hardware commissioning, approve SIP and policies, and approve validation test and sign off section 9, 10, 11 of the SRS form. This is about the safety integration plan, and there may be some policies depending on the companies and their safety departments requirements that has to be entered. and provide the required data for registering SIS instrument in SAP. So they have to provide the details for the instruments that are to be registered in the ERP system. One such system is SAP. So they have to provide the tag number, instrument details, and proof testing frequency. So accordingly, as per the installed instrument of the safety instrumented system, with respect to the tag number, all the model number, range, type of instrument, everything will be entered over in the SAP system, so that whenever any spare requirement, anything is there, they have to procurement department will initiate the buying. Safety instrument system coach. So he has to review and approve final design and signs off in section 7 and 8 of SRS form. Secondly, he will verify and confirm field hardware commissioning, approve SIP and policies, and approve validation test and sign off section 9, 10, and 11 of the SRS form. Similar to the plant instrumentation engineers, instrument system coach will review and approve final design in section 7 and 8, as well as he will support in doing the order commissioning, approve SIP and approve validation test and sign off section 9, 10, and 11 of SRS form. Though the activities are similar, but instrument science coach will have better knowledge and higher exposure into the safety instrumented system. So they will review and provide the required details, and wherever any corrections, any updations required, he will recommend to do that. Maintenance team coordinator, he is the one to register the safety instrument system in management information system as well as ERP system, and schedule specific proof testing requirements. He is the one to register the instrument in the ERP system of the company. So these are the different roles led by different persons, and they have specific responsibilities to carry out. So according to the roles may be different companies, but basically the titles for each company may be different, but basically the role reflect to the responsibilities assigned to that such role who is doing the activity. Okay, we'll go over the SRS good practices. SRS, it is common practice and good practice to apply more focus on their effective implementation, and similar principles should be applied to safety system documentation, particularly those documents which have a potential to affect whether functional safety can be achieved. So time and again we are talking about the safety instrumented system. It is a critical for the plants because they are doing a protection activity against any hazard, any mishaps that can happen in the plant. So it is good practice to develop the safety requirement specifications during the engineering phase and test the instruments according to the standards and document it. The documents such as safety requirement specifications should be given elevated status as being safety related, whilst any changes to the existing SIS or SIF and revisions to projects upgrades are being done, modifications to the SRS need to be given much more careful consideration. There may be some systems or some part of the plant which may require to add additional safety instrumented system, additional features and layers of protection, so which may involve adding more instruments. So any such changes due to any projects or any upgrades need to be documented, and all the modifications has to be captured, and a revised SRS need to be prepared. Thank you.